GN is a small conglomerate. We're the world's fourth largest player in the hearing aid industry, and GN Audio is a company that produces professional headsets, speakers, video equipment, really to facilitate hybrid work. And we are around 7,500 people globally, and present in more than 100 markets, and have offices in around 40 countries. I think there were a number of challenges that we were facing. The first one being that we, as the GN Group, has been growing quite rapidly. So in 2021, we hired 2,000 people globally, which put my talent attraction team under quite a bit of pressure. So that was one challenge that we were facing. Another challenge was that impacted the service level that we were providing to our internal stakeholders, the leaders in our business, but certainly also how we came across to our candidates, where obviously we want to come across as well as we can. And then I think for us, LinkedIn is a substantial investment. So really leveraging that investment to its fullest was not something that we were doing before we really engaged with Ally, because my talent attraction partners were just too busy engaging with candidates. So we didn't have the right balance between actually leveraging, finding candidates on LinkedIn and then engaging with them afterwards. So we needed to partner up with someone who could help us with those challenges. So I needed a solution that was scalable and flexible. So scalable in the sense that if our recruitment needs go up, I need to be able to add resources to my talent attraction team. But if it goes down again, I want to have the flexibility to also scale down on the resources in a quick and cost-effective way. I also needed a solution that would transcend geographical boundaries. So the partner that I needed to work with had to be able to service Denmark, where we're headquartered, but certainly also the US, Europe, and APAC. So I needed that scalability in the solution that I was going for. And then I think what was most important is really my talent attraction team being headquartered in Denmark. It's experienced and talented people, but they really shouldn't be spending their time creating long lists in LinkedIn. I want them to spend time with the leaders in the business, truly understanding what it is we're recruiting for, and I want them to spend time with the candidates that we're trying to get on board. Well, it was sort of a tryout. I think we were one of the first corporate accounts that Ally had. And our experience was it took a little bit of getting to know each other, which I think is quite natural. The whole concept with Ally is that the resources that we engage with at Ally, they sort of become part of our team. I think a testament to that is I spoke to Andreas, one of my TA team members, who said he's actually spent some time in developing the partners in Ally, and he's done that because he regards the counterparts in Ally as an integral part of the team now. And when he makes that investment in the resources in Allies, it makes them more effective, it makes him more effective, and it creates a better outcome for GN. So I think having a relationship that is that close, and where we can clearly sense that the partners we work with in Ally get to know our business, and so what are the kind of candidates that we actually need and that will work in GN. That takes time to build, but it has been built, and they have become an integral part of our team. Yeah, as I said before, I think it adds horsepower to our talent attraction team. It positions the resources I have at headquarters to be much more effective in terms of engaging with stakeholders internally and candidates in the market. It means that we have clearly gotten more out of our investment in LinkedIn than we did before. And it has also meant that we use search firm and recruitment companies where they really add value to us. They will continue to do that. We have valuable relationships that we will keep leveraging. But we now use them when they really make a difference. We don't use them because we run out of horsepower. So in that sense, we've saved money on recruitment agencies by using Ally. So I think the analysis that was done by Ally was helpful in the sense that it allowed us to speak with data. And I'm a big fan of speaking with data rather than, anecdotal evidence or stomach feeling. In this particular case, the anecdotal evidence was that we were losing talents, and quite a large number of talents, to a specific competitor. So that was the anecdotal stories that were going on in the company. And then we actually mapped all the people who had left GN. We mapped, or Ally mapped, where had those talents gone to. And then it was quite clear when you looked at the data, there were cases, but it was not large numbers at all. And so it allowed us to sort of document, are we overreacting to a problem that really isn't that big? And that was the case in this case. But it could have confirmed the anecdotal evidence, and then we would have taken other action. So I think the important thing here is you get clarity around what is actually happening or what has happened over the last 12 months, and it positions you to take the correct action. I think they would say that they have indeed been busy, but obviously they would have been even busier had we not had the resources with Ally. But I think more importantly, I think it comes to their engagement has gone up because they are now spending the time on what they're really good at and where they have the biggest impact for our business, which is much more gratifying for them than it would have been trawling LinkedIn to find a long list of candidates. So they are now putting themselves to use in a different way, which really impacts their motivation and engagement. And I think that's been a huge benefit.